Well, it all began on Friday's night when India targeted 3 of Pakistan's air bases with missiles. According to Pakistani security forces, the only damage was a single vehicle hit at Nur Khan Air Base in Rawalpindi. But the real story starts here. On Saturday morning, Pakistan launched Operation Bunyan-un-Marsoos, striking India with Fateh missiles and JF-17 Thunderjets. Approximately 26 key locations were hit, including 5 Indian air bases, which were completely destroyed. At the same time, Pakistani hackers launched a massive cyber attack, knocking out nearly 70% of India's power grid. Amid the chaos, the Indian military held an emergency briefing, repeatedly stating that India was fully ready to de-escalate if Pakistan does the same. They even confirmed that Pakistan had struck 26 locations, including 5 air bases. Finally, after all this, US, Saudi, and Turkish officials stepped in, brokering the ceasefire deal with Pakistan.
As we've been reporting, Pakistan was sort of on a military pause to give a window for diplomacy. What I understand from this source is that that was blown out of the window early this morning when India attacked 3 air bases, one of them here in the capital, just on the outskirts of the capital. That, according to the source, Pakistan responded with a relentless, a massive barrage of missiles and rockets, they say, Pakistan says, into Indian military facilities, bases inside India, air bases, weapon storage, and along that disputed line of control in Kashmir against military bases there. They say that this, from the Pakistan perspective, their communications, how they were communicating with Secretary Rubio, that really put India on the back foot. It didn't know what had happened. India, according to Pakistan, reached out to Secretary Rubio, reached out to the Saudis, reached out to the Turks, reached out to others to find a diplomatic off-ramp, got engaged after that onslaught in diplomacy, but telling the mediators that they were going to go on a pause on the Indian side. And then, according to Pakistan, that didn't happen. There was another exchange of rocket fire. That happened several times during the day today. And it was only in the last couple of hours before this ceasefire came into effect, just about an hour or so ago, that there was enough of a pause to call it and say that this was real, that enough diplomacy and leverage had been put on both sides to get them to stop here. Now, the key issue for Pakistan going forward is water. India has still said it's cut off the water from those 3 vital rivers from the mountains in Kashmir, vital to Pakistan, existential to Pakistan. I said, what about that? And the source said, look, this is a ceasefire, everything works out from there. But from the Pakistan perspective, they've been up all night. From the Indian perspective, they've been up all night. There was a lot of tiredness. There was a sense that they just wanted to get this done. Otherwise, in the words of this source, it would have just spiraled into something much worse. It was now or never, if you will. It was going to get a whole lot worse. So I think a sense of relief here, but a sense of whiplash too, for what the country has been through in the past few days.
Let me say it very clearly and put it on record. Pakistan never requested. The fact of the matter is that on the night of 6th and 7th May, once those ghastly and cowardly attacks were made, the Indians requested after those attacks. And Pakistan gave a very clear response that we will communicate back only after we have given the response that this and retribution that this act deserves. So on 10th of May, after that response and retribution, that just retribution, targeting not the civilians, but those military establishments, those units, those places from where the attack on the civilians, the innocent civilians, the children was made, once they were neutralized and taken out. And on the request and intervention of the international interlocutors, we responded to the already made request of the Indians. And if you see publicly, what's on the public record? What I have shown you just now. What was the public position of the Ministry of Defense of the Indian Armed Forces? Who was asking for non-escalation once the just retribution of Pakistan Armed Forces have gone? So I think the record publicly, the facts speak for themselves.
भारतीय सशस्त्र बल दोहराते हैं कि वे तनाव वृद्धि नहीं चाहते, बशर्ते पाकिस्तान भी ऐसा ही व्यवहार करे।
Sir, India's Prime Minister Modi is on the line. He insists on speaking with you immediately.
All right, put him through.
Hello, Mr. Trump.
What's going on, Modi?
For God's sake, please get Pakistan off our backs. Do whatever it takes, just make them agree to a ceasefire.
Well, weren't you the one who kept saying, I'm enough to handle them? What's changed? Why are you panicking now?
Sir, their jets have reached Delhi. Their missiles have destroyed our S-400 air defense systems and our air bases. All our posts in Kashmir have been wiped out by their bombings. Sir, do something, anything, just make them stop.
Didn't you say that if needed, Israel would step in and the U.S. wouldn't have to? What's Israel doing now?
Please, sir, Israel is getting battered just like us. One of their pilots has been captured by Pakistan. All their drones have been shot down, with slingshots no less. Their weapons look pathetic in front of Pakistani firepower.
Oh, wow, so it's gotten that bad? Try getting help from France.
Sir, 5 Rafale jets from France have already been shot down. The French president says I humiliated them. And now they won't even take my calls.
Then talk to Putin.
Sir, the S-400, the air defense system that Pakistan destroyed, was from Russia. Now they are in shock. I'm scared Putin might go public and back Pakistan outright.
You people are a disaster. Fine, I'll talk to Pakistan about a ceasefire, but they'll demand Kashmir. What do I do then?
We'll give them Kashmir if we have to. Just save us for now.
Unbelievable. You've ruined everything. I was grooming you to stand up to China, and you couldn't even hold your ground against Pakistan. Now I'll have to recognize Pakistan as the stronger player and work with them instead. You're all incompetent. Hang up.